What's going on, everybody? This is Temperature Check. I am your host, as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. How y'all doing? And before we get started with today's content, I must do what I always do anytime you see me on your screen, and that is thank you guys for the likes, comments, shares, and most importantly, the subscription. So whether you be a day one fan or someone who just locked in with the channel earlier today, man, I greatly appreciate it. And if you loving what I got going on for us, the videos and the content, man, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, Mr. Check the Temperature on both of them platforms. But let's get right off into it, man. So, Summer Madness X obviously happened this past Saturday. A phenomenal card from start to finish. More than entertained with the card in its entirety. But there was one particular battle I was paying close attention to, which would be the Ill Will and John, the Don battle. Shout out to both of those artists. So, John the Don issued a challenge to anyone who was willing to accept it to break down this battle in its entirety. He wanted to see how well someone could interpret his lines, interpret his bars, and the battle itself. So I said, what the hell, why not give it a crack? So here we are. So grab a burger and some fries, because this bad boy is about 13 pages of notes. Legit. Full pages of notes. So it's gonna be a minute. Buckle up. It's on John in the first. I already bodied Ill twice, the other still in the vault. Gotta stop calling myself Magic Johnson. That make me responsible for Ill in the sport. Basically making reference to him battling Ill twice this year, having COVID earlier this year. That's why they weren't on Gnome X. And also battling Young Ill in a battle that we've never seen. I don't know he has ever seen the footage. But that footage definitely needs to come out sometime before the end of the year. Please, God, like, give us a glimmer of hope for 2020. Caffeine gave you the choice. Thank God this was free will. What's here for you? A box you have to benefit in? Okay, so I love the free will, as free will is a choice. It gives you choice. You have free will to make a choice, make your own decision. However, the benefit in the box, I'm not going to say you copied that. But what I will say is you use MLA format. You cited your source. You cited JC. In the credits, he got credit for that line. I can't lie. Then I said, thought I suffered from dementia when I had Ill in mind. Armoral, who comes around to give Will the shine. That is crazy, literally. So dementia is a form of mental illness, if you didn't know. And then Armoral, when you spray it on the tires, it gives the Will the shine. That's what it's for. That top spot is where I see Ill in. You crack your ceiling. Better hope for the Dr. Ill get the drill and shoot whatever V Ill in, because I'm the villain. Okay, so basically saying that he's about to crack your skull, and you better hope that Dr. Ill get the drilling for whatever, shoot whatever vehicle you in. So he spells villain, but he also says V Ill. So that's how he goes into the villain, spelling out villain, but he's also saying he's going to shoot whatever vehicle you in. You turn back on Smack, but now you back on Smack. I'm glad you home. When we disagree, I didn't run to another league. I made my own. I dipped the SK in bleach. I bet it changed its tone. Okay, that's crazy. So basically saying, Ill Will, you got mad at the URL, and instead of working out your differences or, you know what I'm saying, doing something else, you decide to take your ball and go home and run the RBE. But now you back, so kudos to you. Welcome back. So why you been back? He says, when I disagree with the URL, I didn't run to another league. I made my own. I made Bullpen Battle League. And then if I dip the gun in bleach, I bet it changes tone. Basically saying if he shoots you, it's over. He gonna kill you. You gonna change colors. You're gonna get real pale in the face. And then he makes a reference to Ill Will and Mac Myron's relationship and why they so close, but have never done a 2-on-2, which would be crazy when they do one. Who knows, for 18 will arrive for Mac like that. So 18 wheeler, Mac truck, you get easy. Then he makes a reference to what John was doing the same night that 40 Cal battled Ill Will. He says, giving workout, raising the bar for chest, while others had to weight bench. I showed you I had willpower. That don't mean we got the same strength. So basically, I be in the gym. So if you want to improve your chest, you do flat bench or you do a form of bench press. And then he already showed you the willpower. Already shows you I could kill chest. But that don't mean that we have the same power. That don't mean that we got the same strength. You might be using 80-pound dumbbells. I'm using triple digits. Just letting you know where I'm at in my life. And then he takes the angle about the woman claiming to have a child by ill will. He says, whether you claim her or not, seems to be illegitimate child, illegitimate child, and illegitimate child because a child out of wedlock. It's a double entendre. It's full of those. John, you knew what you was doing. If you're not the father, why not draw blood to prove her wrong? After known for he didn't want another DNA test, basically saying he remembers what happened and known for with DNA. You didn't want no parts of that DNA test. That's why you ain't never really cleared up the whole situation. You just got to leave it. It's just lingering out in the open like a cloud. It kind of hovers over you. Everywhere you go, the cloud goes. This time, don't make him castaway because he's Will's son. You should feel dumb because he can't even take a stepfather to a real one. Okay, basically, I love the Tom Hanks Castaway reference with the Wilson. Wilson was the name of the brand of the ball that Tom Hanks befriended and became best friends with while he was stuck on the island. And then he said, you can't even stepfather to be a real one. You can't take the extra step as a father to be a real one. You gotta close the gap. He said, now they're going to find ill in blood. Who knew getting sickle cell a fight? That's a double entendre. Did you know that sickle cell a fight means who knew that being sick would sell this fight? Him being sick, missing known X would sell this fight, but it's also a double entendre because who known that sickle cell anemia? I have the sickle cell trait, John. How did you know? How did you know? And then he finished it. I just used the yak to send a message, never get drunk in text. It's on Ill in the First. What we talking about? PGs? I point God in the right direction whenever he need to take a soul. Bullpen, a 30-man cell, concrete slabs. What you need to know is I'm desensitized. So basically, PGs, point guard, that's a basketball reference. When you point guard, double entendre. The analogy between bullpen, battle league, and being in jail, basically saying he's been in those places. He's like, it's like I told you to do this battle, John. You've been ill-advised. You were about to Will Ferrell on a Mark Wahlberg. Tell that shit to them other guys. Movie reference between Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell, them other guys. And then you've been ill-advised. Basically, you've been giving some bad information, sir. Keep an even tone, B. Simone. It ain't one nigga you fuck with putting in work. First, I'll leave that. No comment. You wouldn't get a grip on ill if the cancer was in remission. Basically saying you couldn't grasp him. You could not get a hold of ill if you were sick and had cancer and you were in remission. Your little boy seniority ain't even a fraction of my thought process even enjoy destroying me. Basically he's making a reference there towards the neighborhood, the secret society and battle rap no one knows about. He'll discuss that later. But then he's also saying that, it's y'all not worth my time. Yeah, I don't be thinking about y'all. None of y'all. And then he said, I really put Glocks to tapers, John. You know how many times I done 30 to wave? You got drive, but will dangerous, like the lug nut loose. Okay, first of all, you can't be driving with loose lug nuts. You're going to insure a car accident. And then he didn't put 30. You know how many times he's 30 a wave? He didn't have gun, he didn't rob people. He might have shot somebody with a gun to their head. You brought all this smoke for ill. Emphysema. It's a smoking disease. Ruins the lungs. It starts to be a voice behind Will. It ain't OnStar. So OnStar is the little on-command help assistant button in some cars, you know, whenever you need roadside assistance and you in an emergency situation, hit your OnStar, they'll be able to help you. Pulp Fiction, it'll have Wolf wash John in the backyard. So that's in the movie reference. They had to wash each other, and he tried to have the butler wash them in the backyard. I had to look that one up. I ain't never seen Pulp Fiction. Jesus Christ. I blast choppers. The hole so big, I'll expose the Don. I'm Math Hoffa. Basically making a reference to Math Hoffa and Hollow the Don's battle and how he exposed him over the loyalty over money, clothing. What you know about your sister watching you cook like Dexter's Lab? That's that drug talk. I like that drug talk. And then he has a cartoon reference. He named Johnny Quest, but fuck Nightwing. But all y'all ducks, I'm talking godly to a sausage party, cause all I see is food and all y'all fuck. Pause. I had to pause you there, Ill Will. Sorry. Just going from that bar for bar, man. Really just looking at the breakdown. I had John John pretty clear in the first. I thought Ill Will's bars were pretty simplistic, a lot of surface level. But if you think about a boxing match, it's kind of like it feels like John or Ill Will was kind of feeling his way through the first round. It's on John and Don in the second. And he goes, "You really think you funnier than me, bro? I don't. You can rebuttal. Say I won't freestyle the rest of this round. I won't. What's the two qualities you got over me? I won't argue. I'd rather talk, scheme, angle, perform, and outbar you. You expect me to believe you got a Jamaican plug from Mexico that know karate? Let me guess, someone Swave Severnose?" A couple jokes in the first set of bars, man, basically alluding to the fact that Ill Will, if you can just rebuttal and you're funnier than me, you can have those. Because if you telling me I got $1 and you got a nickel, I'm not here to argue over 5 cents, sir. That's not my job. So it took Vanna White to make Will a letter show. Will of Fortune. You get being old enough to have grandkids and playing gangster is corny. Don't be alarmed, but if you really want to wake the shorties, just be you, Ill, and help them elevate with your stories. Basically saying, Ill Will, if you want to help the kids elevate, man, share your story out. Let them know about your shortcomings, things you have seen, things you have done. You remember the days he was new on the scene, just slowly rose on his own without a crew or a team. Never played or kid around. Every battle had his glued to the screen. Daisy, rose, orchids. Y'all can't tell me this ain't a beautiful scheme. So obviously there's a flower scheme, but there's more to it though. I can't do this. We with the bricks. I'm too pissed. I tried to give him his flowers. Bow. What's this on my tool? Lips? What's this on my tool? Because if he slaps you with the gun, he's saying that your lips will be on his gun, but it's also tulips, which is another type of flower. Oh, there's more. Don't worry about that. I got you. What a sham, Rock. That's 4-leaf clovers. From where the bad luck. That's 12 rows his soul. Tell me if something doesn't add up. 4-leaf clovers. 4-leaf clover. If you don't have a 4-leaf clover, it could be bad luck. And then you about to give him a dozen roses? 12 roses? I caught that. Yeah, I got that. He said, you having close battles with 40 cal? I watched and witnessed. You know you done fucked up, don't you? Wait, you never dropped a 40. You not the Menace. Menace to Society corner store when the 40 was dropped on the floor. We all, and you know you done fucked up, right? Iconic moment. Come on, man. What we doing? Off GP. Ain't you from the glove? What's your game plan? I'm Sean Kemp. So when I see 40, I bet it rain, man. GP, glove, Sean Kemp. I know you got it. What about So NIC? Who missed the Sonics? So obviously GP, Gary Payton, the glove, Sean Kemp, wore number 40. I bet it Rain Man. Rain Man was one of his shoes that he had, sponsored by Reebok. But if he has the 40, obviously 40 is a type of a pistol. You know what I'm saying? If he lets it rain, man, you know the rest. You let him come back and get it popping with them Reggie rounds. Now I feel like a nerd being held up by his bully. Will you let me down? That's a double entendre. He's basically saying, Will, you let 40 Cal come back into the battle rap community and put on a song like that and get hot with them basic ass bars he had? Now he feels like he's a nerd that's getting bullied because he's asking you to let me down. He's also telling you, Will, you let me down because you didn't shut the door on it. Talking about, I put niggas in a Great Depression. You ain't see what I did in 1940. That's what worried me. The Great Depression only lasted 1529 to 1933. I'm a history buff. I appreciated that, sir. That's why you lost Nome last year. I got to talk. Ain't Adolf dropping Jews in 1940? That's Holocaust. Making a reference to Adolf Hitler putting Jews, talking about the Holocaust, putting Jews in concentration camps. I don't think y'all was listening to these rounds as well as y'all should have been. Y'all really need to go back and look at the voting, sir. That's all I'm saying. I came to rap. What you coming to do? Hope for a debatable? You can't talk that street shit to a nigga that paved the way for you. Double entendre again, basically saying, Ill Will, I paved the way for you. You can't talk street talk to me. And also, street talk is usually paved. Most streets are paved. I would hope. He said, me dealership, him parking deck. We a lot different. Double entendres again. A parking deck and a car dealership is two totally different things. You know what I'm saying? You just walk through a car lot. You come to shop when you go to the car dealership. I just copped 2 twin Ninas with the pearl grip. So if I pack a clip, he better think like a man before this girl's trip. Curl clips. Another brother I really hate to kill. But if my guys pull up, I'll let Jesus take the wheel. Okay, let's break that down. He just copped 2 Ninas, 2 9mm pistols. Pearl grip, obviously. Think Like a Man with another movie reference with Kevin Hart in it. Girls Trip, another movie reference. The curl clips, you're saying that's chopper talk. Another brother he hate to kill. But if he pull up, he'll let Jesus take the wheel. Now, we've always heard people referencing Jesus taking the wheel. But he's saying, Jesus, you can take wheel. I'm sending them to you. When I use this curl clip, I'm sending them straight to you. I told Smack, let's make a deal. You know, owner to owner, Nome 8, I owe you. If you make Loso the opener, Nome 9, Jack Boy couldn't hold his composure. Still got a body ill, like I ain't over Corona. That's fire. So basically saying 8, 9, 10, he was out here making plays. Nome 8, he got Loso on the card against Scotty. We saw how that went. Nome 9, we already know Jack Boy just now getting back in the battle rap because of what happened at Nome 9. And now he's still saying he still got a body ill, like he ain't got over Corona. That's nasty. I took a shot against Rum. You know I'm a smoker. I was drunk sleeping on Will. Now I'm woke and I'm sober. But I'm getting far reckless because I must defend the bend the bar. Who let me take the wheel after Rum? What kind of friends are y'all? So basically saying he took a shot at Rum. He took a shot at Rum. But he don't like liquor, man. He's a smoker. However, he was drunk sleeping on Will, but now he's sober and he's alert and you can't sneak up on him. He see everything now. But you didn't see the wordplay. I don't know if y'all got the wordplay. I must defend the bar fender bender. I'm just saying, who let me take the wheel after Rum? What type of friends are y'all? So basically, who let him take basically saying friends shouldn't let friends drive drunk, but also saying, who let him take Ill Will after Rum? What type of friends are you? Y'all set him up? Y'all know how dangerous Ill Will is. He's giving you your flowers, Ill. I hit my mark. One of the best to ever do this. Always had bodies covered. Go check if you never knew this. Proving you've been moving. Thought my unit was sketch blueprints. I'm bald-headed. God, so the peace is where the boot is. To keep it clean, pussy, you're not a fucking threat. I just use the yak to send a message, never get drunk in text. Let's break all that down, because I know y'all missed that. It was some religion in there. It was. So he said, he's basically saying you could die and end up at the morgue with your body sketched out. But then he said, I'm a bald-headed guy, so the piece is where the boot is. He took off his hat, so he shows that he has a bald head, but he says the piece is where the boot is. However, it's a double entendre. He says, I'm a bald-headed guy, so the piece is where the boot is. Exactly. Gotta listen. Round two, it's on ill. It's on the ill in a second. Y'all know it's a battle rap secret society group called the Booty Hood. I'm sorry, Brotherhood. I don't fuck with none of them. I'm like an outcast, even though I say what's up to some of them. I just keep thinking Fresh Prince. If Will get confronted by a clown, I'm going to put the judge in front of him. So basically taking another shot at the Brotherhood. Basically saying all of y'all are clowns. He don't really mess with y'all anyway, even if he do say what's up to y'all. And if any one of y'all ever did jump out of pocket, he just shoots you. Unless you flowing Imodium, you ain't stopping ill runs. You know, the Imodium, it helps settle the stomach. It helps cool the upset stomach. You talking about that 40 cal battle like I was missing some conscience. I had the most talked about battle of that weekend over you caffeine motherfuckers. I say mission accomplished. And then proceeded to literally pat himself on the back. You really, it sold the bar. It was subtle performance like that, but it sold the bar. John, I grew up around a 50. Bang'em Smurf. So Bang'em Smurf is someone who grew up around 50 Cent since pretty much the age of 13 and was actually had agreed to retaliate on the people that had shot 50 Cent. You remember the judge? Well, here's a pre-trial. He brought out a second gun. So basically saying he don't have one gun. He got two guns he gonna shoot you with, Johnny John. I try to tell people Will sick in the head. You know, oh, you see now. Oh, you see now, double entendre. Oh, you see now, because he's crazy. Oh, you see now. Oh, you see what I'm saying? Got you. You got Loso, Bad News, Deuce. I'm fucking with them cats. They all like the three kings of comedy. We all know they ain't fucking with Mac. So basically, giving John his respect for the fact that he has the Bullpen Battle League and he has these other battlers in his staple. But ain't none of them fucking with Mac Myron though, so it don't even matter. I used to do the most dangerous things. Move her on, even bang the cane. I rap now. Will ain't gotta do stranger things. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he was either selling dope or he was shooting somebody. We already picked up on that. Stranger Things, another movie. Even though I took the H out of John, the name stays the same. Because if you take the H out of John, it's still John. You still pronounce it John. See what you did there, sir. I'll destroy the body. Have John in a remote location like a porta potty. Glock 19 to your bitch. You think I should touch her, boo? I do. If you ain't feeling like Will, you can join her too. Torture her. Man, look. The wordplay. Torture her, boo. Touch your boo. The wordplay, I'm telling you. And he's saying if you don't like it, he'll kill you too, so it's all good. Who you gonna call? Bad News? I ain't liking dog. Once I muzzle him, this will turn Bad News into the final call. Muzzle him, once he puts the muzzle on Bad News, Muslim. I got multiple guns. Get put in multiple convulsions. I got multiple guns. Get put in multiple convulsions. Mama lose every nerve in her body. It ain't multiple sclerosis. That's tough. I'm not gonna lie. If you don't know what MS is a disease that literally attacks your nerves in your body, pretty much leaving you immobile. So that's a crazy line, ill. He says, you under the hypnosis that you and the wave are authentic, and it's worse. He petitioning for him. He literally be telling you to eat a dick on stage, and you auditioning for him. Basically alluding to the fact that every time you get on stage, you mention Sue Surf or you're lobbying for this battle that is not gonna happen because Tsu Surf doesn't want the battle. So get over it, pretty much. What you got, John Angles? Okay, you like the gossip, bitch? I'm hostile. This will have John in every room like a brothel. So basically alluding to the fact that will put you in every room. He'll dismember your body and put you in every room. But also a brothel is commonly known as a whorehouse back in the day. So a John is actually a client of a prostitute. So if there is a John in every room in the brothel, I mean, had you shook, nigga. He really exposed your fear. But fuck Ace right now. You need to focus on this Joker here. I'll pull every card in your deck. I'm insane, fam. I'll count down to the moment you blackjack. I'm Rain Man. Again, that's the second Rain Man flip that we've had in this battle. But obviously there's a card scheme here. So you have the Ace Amin reference alluding to the altercation that him and John got into during the Ultimate Madness challenge. He'll pull every card in your deck. Obviously, he'll call you on your bluff. And he'll wait to the moment, you know what I'm saying, the blackjack reference, 21 pull cards. You pull cards to, you know what I'm saying, you want to get 21, you want to get the blackjack. I got that. He said, you better hope Caffeine edit this battle in favor of the fight. Have security just in case. Dog got a razor pipe. I'm just saying you can't save the Don if you ain't saving him twice. A flip on John's catchphrase, if you ain't saying a Don, you ain't saying it twice. He's basically saying Caffeine gonna have to save you on camera because of this battle because I'm about to body you. But then you might have to have security escort you to your car because you say the wrong word. I might have to pull the gun out on you. I got you. He said, I don't waste time for you niggas. I just jot and penning and mobile. Like the little pen in the mobile. Pull it out your mobile phone. I swipe to get access. Like you know, the pen in the mobile. A card swipe. Your phone swipes to get access. My brother in the pen. His brother's in jail with a mobile. So he has a phone in jail. It's a lot of people that can... Keystone? Is that... Oh my goodness. I don't know. My brother in the pen with a mobile. Talking about he can't wait to get out the pen and be mobile. So when I pen, I be mobile. All I think about is penning to make you niggas immobile. And who wanna pen and be vocal? So basically, it's a whole lot of pen flips, but you also have the pen of a phone. Then you have the pen that when you swipe your phone to get access to maybe a room or pay a fee or anything like that. But then his brother's in jail right now, and he has a mobile phone, and he can't wait to get out the pen so he can be mobile in these streets again. But then Ill Will is also focusing on pinning ways to kill you, to make you guys immobile. You get it? That is the second round. It's on John in the third. Black Lives Matter. These are fucked up times that we're living in. Whether you got lottery chicken or poverty stricken. I know this angle been overused like it's some cry for attention. Doesn't matter. Y'all still better listen every time it gets mentioned. Basically, whether you got money, you got lottery money, you got big money, or you eating cereal out of that 2-liter bowl like Chess said, we still in the same fight. We all won at the end of the day. These motherfuckers immature. That's why police is who we call the boys. Y'all say just comply. Then why Philando died? He was more poised. Tamir Rice gunned down for playing with a small toy. And we all watched our brother die with a knee on his neck. Say his name, George Floyd. John acknowledging had been killed by police brutality. Then what happens? Administrative leave just to be rehired later? Rashad Brooks deserved to die because he got a hold of one of the coppers' tasers? Basically saying all they do when they kill a black person is put them on administrative leave just to rehire them later. And did Rashad Brooks deserve to die just because he grabbed a taser? What about Ahmaud Arbery get hunted by some violent neighbors and they killed that poor nurse in her home? Now say her name, Breonna Taylor. Again, just making more references to the senseless, careless acts of police and their violent acts that they display upon the black community. When any police rep with the shot, it doesn't feel real. Now, martial law got our soldiers in a real field. No more black on black violence. No, there's one nigga I still kill. Another brother is gonna die tonight. Say his name. Ill Will. That was clever. It was a very drawn out scheme, but I liked it. Anytime you bring attention to a social injustice, I'm always gonna be for it. And that's just me personally. But one of the things I want to talk about is now martial law got our street soldiers in a real field because everybody carrying guns. Whether you white, black, Asian, Mexican, everybody got guns. You got guns out of fear. You got guns getting ready for retaliation. You got guns. Just everybody got guns like people got tennis shoes right now. You pop for your niggas, but not for your daughter? That's fucking backwards. What, you knocking random bitches up? That's what you mean when you busting ratchets? Basically saying you having sex with ratchet women with, we'll say, women that have very colorful backgrounds? Is that what you mean when you say you busting ratchets? I thought you meant you was busting your guns. I guess we got two different lies. This is Summer Madness. Congrats, bitch, you popping now. Same platform I buried the other to die. So be careful. You on Hollow's ground. That was fire. That was crazy. So basically, he's saying that the last time he was in this arena on Summer Madness, he bodied Hollow and put him in the grave. Hey, that London, boy, I might have to go back and watch that one. Beat a murder charge with a dome shot. How can it be? Just confess I got ill in head and pled insanity. So basically, he's saying beat a murder charge with a dome shot. He shot ill in the head, and that's why he got to plead insanity, because he shot ill in the head. It's a double entendre, because usually when people murder somebody, they plead insanity. They claim that they're ill in the head. And he's saying he shot ill in the head, and he got off with the murder charge. Crazy. Boss shit. I'll check right into therapy and say I lost it. And that's something you don't hear from me often. That's crazy, because we don't. Johnny John is really someone who typically keeps his cool in most circumstances. You really don't see John get out of character too often. I'm the reason you on this car. I swear to God. This the wreck I wanted, like insurance fraud. You know, when you commit an insurance fraud, you looking for the car accident. You searching for the car accident. You welcome back on the URL and got a nice check. Without me, there be no UFF. Basically alluding to the fact that he's the reason that all of this, you know what I'm saying, this whole thing got started. He's the reason you are here. You're standing in front of him because he paved that way, really making reference to the second round. I talk how I talk because my sentiment's real. Excuse my French toast, I'll send them in your grill. So, it's a lot of wordplay. I talk how I talk because my sentiments is real. My sentiment is real. Excuse my French toast, I'll send them in your grill. Cinnamon your grill, cinnamon, French toast. Again, cinnamon, that's the wordplay I don't know if y'all picked up on. Excuse the French toast, I'll send him in your grill. Basically, he's gonna bust shots, he's gonna shoot you. Y'all killing, we gotta stop killing each other. I have my killers running drills while your niggas in the field, flattening your entire movement, and then I'm sending them for Will. Okay, so basically he's gonna say, we playing football, my football players, they running drills. I see your niggas in the field. I'll have them flatten your movement, stop everything you got going, and then I'm going to send them after you, Will. Or have a flat tire, and I'm going to send them after a Will, because I need a spare. I could attack them with any tactics. Give a fuck what I got on. I ain't slacking in any fashion. Quick jab, obviously, pants. They go with the suit, slacks. Should I get personal, even though we don't have any real static? I hear a lot of Nas. Then again, I can get Illmatic. It'll be classic. You know, Nas, Illmatic, Nah, like Nah, but Nas because he drew it out a little bit. And Illmatic, we already know. One of the best albums of all time. I got a DM the other day. Nah, we ain't doing that. Anybody report on what they heard is an influenced rap. If you're going to take those kind of angles, gotta be proven facts. We don't feed into them mystery dogs. This ain't Scooby Snacks. So what he's doing is alluding to telling Ill Will basically, if you're about to expose some information that you've only heard, you've not seen yourself, then you dry snitching. You a rat. You just snitching for no reason. And we don't take those type of angles unless we have the facts. Unless you have facts, unless you can verify exactly what is alleged, you shouldn't talk about it. You shouldn't take that angles because we don't believe it. And making a reference to Scooby-Doo with the Mystery Mobile and the Scooby Snacks. Personally, I don't agree with either one of the angles just being thrown out there. I think those are very serious angles, both of them. But, you know, each his own. I get it. I'm part concerned because it's a little shaky. You fuck this rat shit a monster. I told you I could get a little crazy. Basically saying that you had sex with, you know what I'm saying, a girl with a woman with a very colorful background. And, you know, she told you she could get a little crazy. And, you know, all women got a little bit of craziness. You know, I don't care who you are. I thought I was your gunner, smack. Now, we all know that's a very pillar moment in Ill Will's career. John flipped it on him. He said, even though I just came from the A, there's no way a gunner should sound like a little baby. That's a double entendre. Basically, he's saying you shouldn't be sounding like a baby with all this whining and complaining about your contract. Also, Gunna and Lil Baby shouldn't sound the same. And he's from the A, so it all kind of ties in together. I see what you did there. Soon as my name surfaces, these lanes go wave searching. Have you viewing from where your spirit is? Because one thing you get out of body, experience. That was crazy. And I don't know if y'all really caught everything that happened there. So he said, as soon as my name surfaces, these lanes go wave searching. Have you viewing you from where your spirit is? Basically, Ill Will, he said he's going to put you in the trunk. He's going to put you in the trunk. That's how you view in where your view is. He's going to put you in the trunk with your spare tire. Because one thing I could get out of body experience. You about to have an out of body experience. He flipped it around. Crazy. That's how I'm feeling, Smack. Let's take the building back and create a future where everybody wins. I don't see no ill will in that. Basically, he's saying, I don't see ill will a part of the movement we're trying to build here. But also, I don't see it being a bad idea, or there's no ill intent. There's no bad intent with me trying to bring up everyone, not just myself, not just URL, not just individuals, but the whole community. We still fight from former slaves to get rights. While we getting on Neon, I put your name in lights. That's also, I heard that from the Tay-Rock and Daylight battle. The Neon Lights, he put hands and feet on Day, like neon lights. Very good, solid 3 rounds for John. Ill Will, what you got for us, boss? It's on Ill Will in the third. Y'all don't even know why I reside here. God was going through it when he made me. I literally arrived inside of God's tier. Nigga, I'm here. When I said that, I don't think it resonated. I elevated. Let me explain to make real. The fans, tired, flat. I elevated so they could see the changing wheel. Basically, he said the fans' tire was flat. Basically, the fans were tired and their enthusiasm was flat. So he had to elevate, basically take off the tire, replace the tire, so now they can see the changing wheel. Now he's come back to the URL. He pretty much had to leave the URL to come back to the URL. So now you can see the evolution of Ill Will. I got you. He says, niggas say I ain't approachable. I just think y'all pussy and don't be standing tall. We'll be in a mood. He tripping. Stewie Newton, the only one that understands me is my dogs. So basically talking about, hell, y'all don't have to understand me. I don't talk to y'all no way. I got no affiliation with you. Long as my guys understand me, long as my team support me and my team got me, I'm good. But y'all worried about when I lay with bitches. Might I add, some amazing bitches. I've been with white, black, Latino, even Asian bitches. As a kid, I didn't play Mario because he was into saving bitches. That was crazy. Again, Mario he saved Peachy a lot. That was the baseline of the game. I will admit, but it was hella. You ain't play Mario Brothers? That's okay. But then also saying that he's been with a multitude of women. If they love him, he loves them back pretty much. You put up in a tweet saying black women don't even protect us. They're our enemy. So after you beat her ass, she's supposed to make sure your fist okay? You beat her ass because you couldn't control yourself. I know her mom was like, "Dear John, let her go." That was a note to self. Again, John alluded that this angle was going to be coming, and here it is in the third round. He is going, Ill Will is attacking the angle that John the Don allegedly beat a young woman. And obviously, the Dear John, the Let Her Go, the note. Come on, man. These movie references, I get them. I understand them. I'll shoot the fuck out of Don. Doctors better have the mind of prostitutes to get the bucks out of John. So basically saying that prostitutes get money, bucks, from Johns, their clients, but the doctors better have that same type of mindset to get the buck shots out of John. He about to shoot you with a 12 gauge. I'm talking a lot of bucks when the shotty in. You the beneficiary, but the fish in Erie Lake threw a body in. Basically making an analogy that he's going to throw your body in Lake Erie, which is one of the Great Lakes of Michigan. Just an FYI. But he going to keep it Zion Will. Bitch, shut up. I really went to pros off these Dukes. So Zion Williamson went to Duke for a year, and then he went to the pros off of Duke University. Easy. The world watched you when you were copping your pleas. Monica Lewinsky, collar cap. We weren't paying attention till you got on your knees. Basically alluding to the fact that the only reason he got famous was because of his, obviously, the battle that he had with Hitman Holla. And saying, basically, giving him fellatio. That's how he got the Monica Lewinsky. He said you was giving Hitman fellatio trying to beg for that battle. But then Colin Kaepernick only got noticed when he started taking a knee, because when he was just wearing an afro, throwing touchdowns, losing to the Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl, of course, no one paid attention to him. But the moment he put his knee on the ground and tried to fight for social injustice, it was a big problem. My first PG, the world dropped to their knees. Put that boy on TV, some of Madness 3. Smack glad as can be. Only rookie with an above average fee. Battle rap was the first time I seen a hitman bring life into a nigga. So, again, the Hitman Holla, making the reference, the Hitman Holla, that battle put life into your career. That put you on. That brought you in. And above it all, I think it was a shot at your slogan too. Is it D, all of the above? Above it all, that's all I'm saying. In 2019, I was 2020. I killed everybody, shut the community down, gave out unemployment for niggas who couldn't get work with URL. Corona wasn't the first time ill let a nigga get money in a pandemic. That is crazy. So basically, he's saying in 2019, I was perfect. I had 20 matches. I won them all. He shut the battle rap community down. He let anyone come and get to smoke. You need work? Come take this L. You need an unemployment check? Come take this L. Open for business. And he's saying Corona wasn't the first time ill let niggas get money in a pandemic. That's what we doing. That's what brought me here in front of y'all, man. The pandemic. If it wasn't for the pandemic, I wouldn't have had time to be here with y'all. So I get it. Shout out to Ill Will. Then he addresses smacking the URL. Y'all be treating me like I lacked something. While the fans rose to adore my making Titanic moves, and I feel like I didn't get jack from it, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. So you have Rose, Jack, Titanic, tip of the iceberg. But you one of them niggas. You're right, pussy. Beat a bitch when one put a gun on a nigga. That's a terrible fact. John Arbuckle holds something to take care of these cats. You seen Garfield well, dog? I'm about to OD. So did you get the Garfield scheme? OD was the dog. Odie was the name of the dog in Garfield. Obviously, Garfield was Memphis. John Arbuckle is actually the creator of Garfield. That's a hell of an analogy. I don't give a fuck about you snatching bars. Only Will Harmon will. You take bars, I take life. Steel sharpen steel. Biblical bars? Because steel sharpen steel, man. That's how you stay sharp. The steel has to sharpen the steel. You got to go against each other. You have to go against someone of your caliber in order to get better. But he's saying steel sharpen steel because they have two different forms of stealing. He's saying, John, you steal bars. He snatches souls. He steals souls. He steals life. It's different. Mama body cold, daddy out of his mind. Got him feeling like Northwest. Kim Kardashian Kanye West, I get it. That's messed up. Hey, we gotta pray for our black men. Mental health is a thing. If y'all would have thought another name for John, you would have seen a toilet. Hold on. So yes, another name for John is toilet. But is it toilet or toy lift? Wordplay. I'm talking raids, indictment. John McCain almost made it to the White House. John McCain almost made it to the White House, even though he had raids and indictment, all type of shit was going on. You ever been staking out for days, gat tucking shit in the bushes, pissing in bottles so you don't lose track of them, watching every move, every routine, so you can finally excel on them as soon as you do? Probably tell on them. Many of soldiers, plenty of Folgers, one tall buck. I try to tell niggas, when you fuck with Ilyasova, when you fuck with it's over. When you fuck with Ilyasova is a Milwaukee Buck. It's a double entendre. You the GOAT. Now I'm smoking something behind the GOAT. I'm Bronny James. Jacktown in this bitch. And it just happened. Alluding to the fact that literally, Bronny, you smoking weed? On Instagram, did you think no one was watching you? Brian playing that harmonica, he gonna, when he get out that bubble, your bubble gonna burst. So that is the bar for bar between John the Don and Ill Will, man. I thought it was a phenomenal battle. A lot closer than what y'all had on Caffeine. It was a lot closer than what y'all had on Caffeine. Y'all had them losing by like 70%. That was a very, very good and very close battle. Y'all really gotta pay attention to what's going on, man. But this is Temperature Check. I am Mr. Check the Temperature, man. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And like always, we just getting started. Milk the game.